A lot of people stay in relationships that make them unhappy, and it's not always because they want to. Today, we're going to tell you the few reasons why people stay in unhappy relationships, and this does not relate to me. So, comment down below why or if you've ever stayed in an unhappy relationship and why you did it. Personally, I'm just going to let you guys know if you guys are not happy in a relationship, you shouldn't even be in the relationship. I feel like you're wasting time. I feel like you're hurting your partner. You're hurting your partner by doing whatever you're doing, like just leading them on, especially if it's not vocalized. I feel like you should vocalize it and let the person know, hey, you know what I'm saying? I love you, but you know what I'm saying? You are unhappy in this relationship. I feel like that's something you need to talk about. That's something that needs to be vocalized so the other person knows. Now, if the other person decides to continue to stay with you, shame on them. That's on them. They're a fool. But other than that, I digress. So the first reason is fear of starting over. A lot of people don't want to start over. Starting over is very, very hard. With anything that you do, you need consistency and discipline. I feel like this has to do not only in relationships starting over, because it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Starting over and getting to know someone, getting to know their personal development, how they act, just how, their personality, you know what I'm saying? Everything like personal development, like how they act, how they were raised, their trauma, their traumas and all of that. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? For you to like undo all those things and teach the person how to love, especially if they haven't been loved properly, or even if they're loved properly, they probably have like traumas in their old relationships. There's a lot of things that come with starting over and finding someone new. So some people just want to stay in what they are familiar with. So starting over, the fear of starting over, that will be the first reason. So comment down below if you ever stayed in an unhappy relationship because you are scared to start over. The second reason is emotional attachment. It's like when you spend a lot of time with someone and you build that strong emotional connection, even if the relationship isn't working, those feelings don't just disappear within 24 hours. So some people just have this emotional connection with that person or emotional attachment with the person to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, like I love you so much, even though I am unhappy or whatever the case may be. I don't want to let you down, and I have these feelings for you. The feelings are strong and I just cannot leave. And I feel like even if you have a emotional attachment to the person, you have to figure out, is that really love? Like, is that really love or is that just attachment? In the last video, I spoke about how love and attachment are two different things. People think that love and attachment are the same thing. I used to think love and attachment were the same thing. But then once I did my research and I did that video, I was like, oh, it's actually not the same thing. Love is actually showing, having the feeling, right? You have this feeling of loving someone, but then you're also treating them right by showing them your love through your actions. And then attachment is more so like, I can't live without you, I can't lose you, and I can't see you with someone better. I can't see you with someone else. I can't see you with someone else. That's basically what attachment is. You have to figure out which one is it. Like, do you really love the person or do you just have an attachment with them? I feel like that's why a lot of people are in relationships where they're unhappy, because it's like you don't know the difference. Do you really like this person or are you just attached to this person? So yeah, some might remember the good times, the memories, the early stages of a relationship when everything felt right. And then it's like, oh my gosh, like all these good times, like when it was good, it was really good. But then when it's bad, it's just bad. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? When it's really good, it's so good. So it's like, I don't want to lose those memories. I don't want to lose that person. So I'm just going to stick with them. So if that's your second reason, comment down below. And then the last reason is hope that things will change. A lot of people stay in relationships because they believe things will eventually get better. Never think like, oh, if this person treated that person this way, this person will never treat me this way. Because I feel like, yes, I do believe that people change. I do agree with that. But then at the same time, you have to also see a pattern. If they're doing something over and over and over, if it's not God that came in their lives and like really changed, like they really changed because of God and because of themselves, like you actually physically see the pattern of them actually initiating that, you know what I'm saying, that change, there's no need for you to sit and think, oh, because that person treated that person this way, he will never treat me like that. Yes, they will. Like I'm a firm believer of how you see the person is how they're going to treat you. Sooner or later, you will start seeing their true colors. Even if they don't treat you like this now, you just never know when they'll have a bad moment and they'll snap. Like I said, If God does not come down and really like change you and you could see the actual change in front of your eyes, don't just believe someone out of what they're saying. Like if they're just saying stuff like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I would never treat you this way. I would never do that. Like you have to physically see it over and over for me to believe it. So I feel like the person that you met initially, if you notice that they don't do what they're supposed to do in the beginning of the relationship, there's no need for you to sit here and be like and hope that they will change unless they actually show you, you know, through the dating scene that, okay, you know what I'm saying? They're changing. Never sit in a relationship thinking, oh, they might change. Maybe they'll change later. Maybe things will go back to how they used to be. That hope can keep someone in a relationship longer than they should be. You thinking that they will change will keep you in an unhappy relationship for years and years and years. By the time you know it, your youth, the time when you want to have fun, is already gone. So I feel like you shouldn't waste your time on someone that doesn't show you and prove to you that they actually love you. You know what I'm saying? That they're actually showing their love through their actions. They're treating you right. They're treating you like a princess. If the person is humble, I give them an exception. Someone that's humble will always try to change their ways or is always willing to learn. But someone that's very prideful, that has an ego, it's going to be very hard for that person to change because in front of you, in front of everybody, they want to make sure or act like they're the man, they're all that. So if you're with someone that has a very, very high ego or like a pride issue, good luck to you. All I have to say is pray and figure out if that's really someone you want to deal with. Because personally, someone that has a big ego and pride, I can't do it. I personally can't do it. It's too much. It's too much. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below if you've ever stayed in an unhappy relationship and if I said any of the reasons, if any of the reasons that I said was brought up. If I missed something, make sure you guys comment down below and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.